Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video, the last topic that we discussed was about the social responsibility of business towards the customers. Now, today we are going to discuss the social responsibility of business towards the suppliers. Success of any business unit depends upon the continuous supply of better quality of goods. This supply may be of physical material or of the services as well. The external factor which performs an important role in success of unit is a supplier, and the responsibility of a unit towards the supplier is. So you all know that success of any business unit depends upon the continuous supply of the good quality products. So there are also some social responsibility of business towards the suppliers. This includes, the first one is information in advance about the supply. Except emergency reasons, suppliers should be informed in advance about the requirement of goods as per the demands so that the continuous supply becomes possible. As a result, the continuity of production may maintain and the business status may increase as well. So, the continuous information about the demand of the product should be informed in advance to the suppliers so that the continuous production of the goods are maintained and the business status may increase as well. Then second one is clarity of quality and skills. The unit have to be clear in advance about the quality needs to the supplier of raw material and services. Thus, the continuity of supply may maintain. And the third responsibility is timely payments. The payments to the supplier of raw materials and the laborers should be fulfilled as per the determined terms and the conditions. So, the suppliers and the other laborers should be paid timely so that according to the determined terms and the conditions. So these were the certain social responsibility of business towards the suppliers. Now, the next one is social responsibility of business towards the government. A business unit have to operate its economic activities as per the law defined by the government. The first one is abide by the laws. Abide means to fulfill, not to fulfill, to follow the rules. To follow the rules of the government. It is responsibility of the business to abide the laws laid by the government. Abide means to follow the laws which are given by the government. Then second responsibility is payment of taxes honestly. The business unit has to pay all the taxes honestly laid by the government. So every business should pay the taxes honestly. Then third one is participation in the execution of government programs. Various programs have been arranged by the government for the progress and the development of the nations time to time. A unit time should have to be involved in such public participations programs which should reach the people. For example, Clean India campaign has been launched by the government. After this, some units have participated in cleanliness programs. So every business should also participate in such programs launched by the government. Then the fourth one is to participate in the implementations of the industrial policy. The government frames the industrial policies by considering the needs of the nations. It is the social responsibility of a unit to participate in the implementation of this policy. So these were the certain social responsibility of business towards the government. Now, we have discussed all the social responsibility of business towards the stakeholders. Now we are going to discuss the social responsibility of business towards the society. The management expert Mr. Peter F. Drucker said that The management of any business unit should be done in such a way which brings the balance of interest between the unit and the various sections of the society. The business management has to maintain the economic and social interest of the society. So, the management expert, that is Mr. Peter F. Drucker, once said that the management of any business should be done in such a way that it brings the balance between the interest between the unit and the various sections of the society. So the balance between the business and the society can be maintained. So the management of business should be done in such a way. The business management has to maintain the economic and social interest of the society. So the first one is preservation of the environment. So first one is preservation of the environment. The unit has to choose such production process which creates least pollutions and maintain the environment. So any business or any unit should choose the production process which leads to least means very small level of pollutions in the environment, and environment can also be maintained. Then second one is contribution to the national development programs. Development of nation is the combined results of personality development and the progress of the unit. A unit have to contribute in the development of a nation through optimum utilizations of the financial resources. So the financial resources should be used optimizedly. Okay. Then the third one is give importance to the research programs. Industrial research contributes to the development of the nation. Business units of developed countries are using some share of their profits in the researches and also try to keep their unit at the prime positions of the international competitions. Thus, the unit have to give importance to the researches and have to produce the goods or services as per the needs of the society. So, business or any unit should also give the importance to the research programs so that the goods can be produced according to the needs of the society. Then fourth one is helpful during the emergency. In the situations such as natural calamities like earthquake, tsunami, right? They are known as natural calamities. The units have to perform social responsibility by being helpful to the government and the semi-government organizations. Then fifth one is conservation of the social and the cultural heritage. The units have to oversee about the conservation of social and cultural legacy of the nation through their products or services. Have to use such broadcasting mediums and ideas through which the cultural value does not hinder. For example, depictions of obscenity or the apartheid concept should not be involved in an advertisement. Means like misleading advertisement should not be provided or should not be given. Okay, business should try to keep the conservation of social and the cultural heritage. Then sixth one is participations in the social encouragements. Social development is not possible without the equality in any society. So there should be equality maintained in every society. Social equality is achieved through procurement of proper opportunities in each community. The business units have to helpful in the development by providing the proper opportunities to the weaker sections of the society. So the more business should try to provide more opportunities to the backward areas of the society, or we can say to the weaker sections of the society. Then the seventh one is creating employment opportunities. By achieving progress, a unit should create employment opportunities. National growth ratio or the national equality can be achieved through the employment opportunities. So, more opportunities or more employment opportunities should be provided to the society. And the last one is to maintain the human rights. It becomes a part of the social responsibility. It becomes the part of the social responsibility for the unit to maintain the natural and the constitutional human rights. So every business have to maintain the human rights. Okay. So this were the social responsibility of business towards the society. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video, we would be discussing about the business unit and the preservation of the environment. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video.